I forgot to record an intro, so we're doing this after the fact. I already know the answers. You guys don't know the answers, but I already know the answers. Um, but you already know who this is. This is a regular guy figuring out which of his friends he could beat in a fight. So without further ado, let's get going. So we're gonna go through one by one and figure out who I could beat in a fight, and also which of my friends I could beat in a fight, and also what food they are in my head. I determined the foods by googling top 10 favorite foods, and these are the 10 favorite foods. The categories are definitely I would crush you. I would crush you, but I would feel bad. You would get crushed, but we both would feel bad. You getting crushed by me would make everyone feel bad, and the D tier. And I'm gonna go by people's Discord names so I don't DOS you. But no one's gonna know. No one's gonna watch this. No one's gonna know or watch this. So it's gonna be fine. First off, we got we got do 4. Look at this dude. I'm 50-50 on his neck being thicker than his arm. 50-50 arm is thicker than the neck. I know he does a lot of running, but also he recently made his own Discord for his YouTube channel, which immediately means that he's severely beta. Red hair, sunglasses. It's unacceptable, to be honest. Every time I talk to this kid, he's having a good time. He's been streaming pretty regularly, but the fact that he streams means that he would probably get crushed. So he's definitely in the top 4 tiers. I'm going to put do 4. I would crush you, but I would feel bad. And I would feel bad because you're a nice guy, and you're also, like, severely chocolate. And I think that is really the indicator you go above the chocolate though. I mean, I don't know anybody else in this group that feels as chocolate as you do. I don't know if there'd be anybody that would, so I think that by and far makes you the winner. Second in this group is Gummerdrew. Now Gummerdrew has a slight advantage in that roughly 9 years ago, he asked me if I was a kind of fighter, what kind of fighter would I be? And I asked him what kind of fighters are there, and he explained to me that there's 3 kinds of fighters. The first kind of fighter is someone that bobs and weaves and waits to land the knockout punch. The fighter that is a brawler that just like swings and doesn't like allow the other person to get at you at all. And then there's the guy who's kind of the middle of the road that kind of like throws some punches, holds some back, and goes kind of for the knockout on points. And I told Gummer that I would be a brawler fighter, so he knows my strategy already. With that said, I would definitely crush you. You've gotten lax over the years. You aren't allowed to ask your girlfriend for help or your dog. And I wouldn't be able to fight you anyways if you brought the dog, because the dog would be too cute. So that's a big NO. Another reason that I wouldn't be able to fight you if you had assistance is because you're faster than me. There's no doubt in my mind you're faster than me. Your speed is unrivaled, except by potentially Amos, and I think you could just tire me out. I think I'm tired out looking at you, and that's saying something. What is Andrew? Well, actually, the last meal I had with Andrew is ramen, and because all cultures are the same, Andrew is sushi. All right. Next on this list is Connor. Connor, I've never met you in person. I don't want to meet you in person. I don't really even understand what you look like. There's 2 of you in this photo, and it's definitely unedited. Would I feel bad crushing you? No, not even a little bit. I've heard you talk. It's enough for me. I know people have gone to cons with you, and you're friends with this group of people. So, to be honest, I would definitely crush you. I think that you mean well, but you're fried chicken. And a part of the reason that you would get crushed is because I have no desire to not completely destroy you. You aren't one of the people in this call that I grew up with, and you aren't one of the people in the Discord that I know super well. You play a horrible video game, and Steven's better than you. So, I mean, those are all reasons that I would just destroy you. Next on this list is Jack. Jack, by the way, we moved to regular names. Fuck you. Doesn't have a Facebook, but his family does. So you got caught, you idiot. Jack is kind of a guy that never learned how to run, never learned how to fight, never needed to fight, might I add, is very kind to cats. And I think you could certainly come up with quite a bit of strategy in order to fight me. You know, he's a planner. That doesn't mean he thinks things through, but he's a planner. He thinks about some things sometimes, occasionally never. And I think that you getting crushed by me would make everybody feel bad. It would make everybody feel bad, everybody in the room. He would lose quickly, if not admitting defeat almost on contact with the fight. But everybody would be like, it's not nice to hit people that have needs. And so I think him getting crushed by me would make everyone feel better. With that in mind, Jack's fine fry. What, you're gonna tell me he's not? You're lying to yourself and you're lying to everybody else. And I think that out of the foods that are down here, he's obviously French fry. Next on the list is Teach Me, Teach You, also known as Jonas. You see him in this photo here, in the center between these two ladies. Here's the thing. Jonah thinks he's the best and also thinks he's the worst. And in a world of fighting, the mental game, it's a really strong game. It's a really strong game. You gotta be prepared, you gotta be concrete in your ability to have faith in your actions and to know what the other person's gonna do. When I weave left, I can't think, oh, what if he's gonna punch out? No, you just gotta fucking do it, otherwise you're gonna get hit in the face. And so for that reason, I would just definitely crush. Not only would you get crushed, but when wrapping your arms around two people, he keeps his hands like in loose fists, so he doesn't actually have to touch them. He hates touching people. He hates hugs. He never lets his homies kiss him goodnight. And I think that he would back out of the fight before we made contact for fear of getting ligma. So with that in mind, I think I would just definitely crush him. He's got no chance of it. It's also worth noting that if Jonah was a food, he'd be a burger. He'd be a burger. Not a burger with like a bun and like mayonnaise and ketchup and maybe like an egg or bacon or lettuce or tomato. No, just the burger. If Jonah was a food, he would be a hockey puck of meat. And that's kind of undeniable. You can kind of see it in his face a little bit. But it is what it is. Q. A semi-causal bacon. A man, the myth, the legend. These eyes have never known fear. These teeth have never found something they couldn't cut through. This mustache and beard combo has never been shaved. And first of all, if I think we fought, we would both feel bad. But second of all, if Quentin thinks back long enough, he can think back to a time when I may have already beaten him in a fight. I believe we were roughly third graders, and I fell out of my bus seat and I grabbed his belt and he accused me of pulling his pants down, so we got sent to the principal's office, and I told the principal I was falling down, and he told me I was pulling down the pants, and I did not get a referral. Ergo, I won that fight. Quentin, I wish I pulled your pants down. That was the goal the entire time. That principal is the most gullible human alive, and she never learned my name. So, with that in mind, I would definitely crush you. There's no doubt about that. But, if I crushed you, we would both feel bad. And for that reason, and I'm telling you, you would feel bad. It doesn't matter what your actual thoughts are. And for that reason, you're ice cream. And you can have sprinkles, but for that reason, you're ice cream. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever been to your house when we haven't had ice cream. That's like a thing that we always did. You know, we'd hang out, play some video games, and we'd order some ice cream, and we'd get here like hot and ready. So yeah, ice cream makes a lot of sense for you. Moving on, Quinn. Now Quinn played professional Quidditch, which is something, and he simultaneously, I feel like is maybe the most athletic of everybody in this group. Over the years, Quinn really has shown that he didn't peak in middle school like I thought he had, and he's gotten better at Smash. He could beat me 100,000 times in a row in Smash, and he could also beat me in Smash Bros. And so for that reason, Quinn's tough competition. I could destroy you. Number one, I could lay on top of you and you would not be able to get up. What are you gonna do? You weigh exactly 1.5 pounds, and even though, you know, I'm doing better, I'm losing some weight, and you're quick, I would do a little like side shuffle, and I get you trapped in like a corner the way I catch my cat, and then I lay on top of you. And I don't think there's much you could do, and I would beat you, but I would feel bad. And I would feel bad because there's a lot that you can teach me about back ends and probably like front ends, and there's a lot you can teach me about like you know, how to hold controllers, and probably like, you know, if you got a AND gate attached to something or other. So that, I mean, all those things come together. I'm really quite certain that makes you tacos. I think that you could have been fajitas if fajitas have been one of the top 10 favorite foods in America. But tacos it is. I think they go with your personality, and I think that in the same way that when I step on a taco, I feel bad, that's how I feel stepping on you in a fight. Next up, let me move these fellas to the front. Next up, Robert. I mean Porgon. Where do you go in this list? Robert? What do we hate? I think that you get crushed by me for sure. But also, Robert, you're D tier. Fuck you. And I think without a question, you're bacon. That look on your face screams, I'm bacon. The sporadic means at which you communicate with any given person at any given time, it's just like bacon. And I don't think that you deserve more or less. Mr. Foster. Fosters the people. In this picture, he's running. It's a horrible form. Ergo, he thought he could ball. He thought he was a baller, but he gets dumpstered by Andrew and Jonah, which is saying something. He is not a fighter. I'm fairly certain that he's stoned right now, and that gives me a huge advantage of surprise. I don't think that he necessarily would think through the fight. He would just kind of show up and vibe it out. I would crush you, but I would feel a little bad. And I would feel a little bad because in many ways, I think you're cantaloupe. Cantaloupe, a top 10 American favorite food. And I think something about cantaloupe makes me think of you. And I think that much like cantaloupes are easy to explode, you'd be just super easy to explode. You'd probably explode immediately. Probably like blow all over the place. I think that your inability to keep up with League of Legends metagame says a lot about you, and that's all I care about. All right, and lastly on this list is somebody whose name on here I can't even find, so you're not real. Whoever this is, we'll call him like Steve. Steve, you're an athlete. I know you went to pep band. Esports legend. Throwing up questionable signs here. I'm scared of you. I fear you. I fear what you're capable of. But I think that my benefit, my deciding factor, is that I don't think you know what you're capable of. I don't think you believe in yourself. I think that in a world where you understand your body, you get to know yourself, you love yourself, maybe, but not today. Not today, not ever. If I was to fight you, you would get crushed, you'd get obliterated, but we would both feel bad. It'd just be bad news bears. And that definitely makes you pizza. There's nobody else that can be pizza. You were pizza from the start. And so for Steve, something about like large pepperonis, and yeah, just the fact that we would both feel bad. We would feel bad about it. And that's all there is to say. Here's your final. Which of my friends could I beat in a fight, and also what food are they in my mind? Take a good look. This is factual. This is the truth. This is my truth. And if you don't like it, you can come fight me. Thanks.